You framed my husband, just because he left church? We met in youth group, but his parents were more strict than mine. I have a job, but his parents won't let him work until he graduates this semester, and by that I mean they won't give him his birth certificate. He also doesn't have a driver's license because they haven't let him learn how to drive. The only exposure he had was church and some sports clubs because he didn't attend a school that offered sports. I've been helping him apply for his first job, and I'm hoping to let him stay with me when I move out in the summer. I've talked to my parents a lot about his situation, and they're supportive of letting him stay with me as he tries to get on his feet. I've been saving to move out for a while, and my parents despise his and would be willing to help me with rent until he gets a job just to get him out. My dad is retired and really wants to help us. However, I'm writing this because his father is threatening him, and he recently told me about it when he was young, like 10-ish. His parents put him in a lot of sports to see what he liked, and some of those included basketball and other classes, not teams, but gymnastics was the one that stuck. He stuck with gymnastics for a few years, but his parents eventually took him out because they didn't like some of the friends he had and said they were too worldly among other things. When he turned 12, he became old enough to join our church's teen Wednesday night youth group, and they played sports there before the message that led to his parents not putting him in sports clubs anymore. But whenever he expressed a desire to go back to gymnastics over the years, they got upset and asked why he kept bringing it up. They once got upset because he looked up online gymnastics lessons that he wanted to pay for with his allowance, and they found out through parental controls that he still has on his phone today because they pay for his phone plan. They took his laptop away for looking up online lessons too. They also accused him of wanting to do gymnastics to look at young girls because he kept asking, and they also said that it didn't look right for a guy to want to do it compared to other sports unless he was there for the wrong reasons, and that mess was similar to their recent threat. They recently had a talk about how he was graduating soon, and that was where they threatened him when they had their talk. They asked if he was gay for the first time, and when he asked why, they said it was because he kept asking them about gymnastics. He told him that he wasn't, and he told me that he wasn't too. However, they didn't believe him, and they threatened him with a bunch of things right before he graduates. His parents had a policy growing up that involved going through his phone whenever they wanted because they paid for it, or they'd cancel the phone plan, and sometimes they'd take it when he was sleeping too. He recently told me that he found a lot of searches on his phone that he never searched during his high school years, and many are inappropriate, such as knock D teen gymnast / poses that could identity as CP that one of his parents must have looked up. His father told him that he'd release the search history if he ever left the church or came out as gay / bi, and by release he means tell others about how they found CP on his devices that he never searched. My dad said they were threatening him because they know he's already 18 and can leave after graduating in a few weeks, and he also said it's because they know they're losing control. I attend church with my parents because they're chill, but will no longer when I move out, and my boyfriend attends but isn't religious. My dad is also planning to help my boyfriend get the papers he needs to work, but my boyfriend is afraid that his parents will ruin his career when he leaves and stops attending church, and he gave me permission to post because he can't be on his phone with parental controls. That's why I want to ask for the best / safest way to get away from his parents, along with any tips that anyone might have, because he feels powerless to leave them with their threat.